Now at 5 a.m. on WKYT this morning, a round of storms caused several issues in the bluegrass, and coming right up, we'll take a look at some of the damage.
Later today, a group of community leaders set to discuss the future of a popular Lexington basketball tournament.
And a WKYT investigation has revealed some interesting data that could be leading to prison escapes in Lexington.
Tracking, alerting, protecting. This is WKYT This Morning.
Good morning. Here we are on Tuesday, the last day of June, and we welcome you in. I'm Bill Bryant.
And I'm Rebecca Smith. And as we look ahead to 4th of July weekend, it's looking like it could be a repetition of years past when we had some rain.
Could be. It looks that way. Let's check in meteorologist Micah Harris. He is tracking the possibility, really, of storms about every afternoon for the next several days.
It really does seem that way. I mean, we're going to have at least that chance of rain every single day, and like Rebecca was talking about, that takes you off into July 4th. Your 7-day forecast, it's just a soggy one, but some of us still want that rain. The gardens, the yards, they're actually looking a lot better because of that rain, but unfortunately, you got to get some thunderstorms to go along with that rain. Temperatures sitting there in the 60s, nothing going on outside, maybe a little patchy fog, but other than that, it's really the focus this afternoon with temperatures there in the 80s. Are those strong to potentially severe cells? Focus of the forecast, that's what it is. So we'll be paying attention to that. We'll track those details coming up in just about 10 minutes.
All right, Micah, we'll see you then. Let's get to the news now.
And storms did create quite a bit of chaos in Kentucky last night.
WKYC received a lot of reports of fallen trees, high water in several areas, and WKYT's Hillary Thornton is joining us live in Lexington with a look at some damage. Hillary, what parts of the bluegrass were hardest hit by those storms?
Good morning. There's several reports coming out of Jessamine County and, as you mentioned, right here in Lexington, including this home here behind us where we are in the Lansdowne area where a large tree fell on top of this home. As those strong storms swept through the area yesterday afternoon, the home here on Rocky Hill Terrace was damaged when a 50-year-old tree toppled over onto the house. The tree damaged the roof and 2 bedrooms. While the homeowner was inside at the time, thankfully she was not hurt. Now, high winds also caused some downed trees on Mount Tabor and Military Pike, while the heavy rain caused high waters on Nicholas Hill Road near Tiverton and Loudon at Russell Cave. Over in Jessamine County, emergency management officials say the southern part of the county saw the majority of damage there. Officials say along with heavy rain, there were multiple trees knocked over and power lines down, which did cause some outages, and at least 1 structure was destroyed. Now, winds at the time of all this damage were estimated at around 50 miles per hour. Emergency management officials say thankfully no one was injured through all of this, and they say it seems like everyone was prepared for this storm. Live in Lexington, Hillary Thornton, WKYT.
All right, Hillary, thank you very much. The time this morning is 5:03, and a recent rash of violence in and around Lexington's Douglas Park has community leaders rethinking their plans about a popular basketball tournament and whether it should be held at that park, as it has been for many years. WKYT's Mark Barber is live from the Dunbar Community Center, where some leaders will meet later today. Mark, when is that meeting set for today?
Good morning, Bill. Around 5:30 this afternoon is when the organizers of that annual basketball tournament will be meeting with the community to decide whether basketball games still need to be played at Douglas Park. For now, those games are being held here at the Dunbar Community Center on North Upper Street. Now, the safety of Douglas Park is in question after a Father's Day shooting injured 5 people at the Dirt Bowl basketball tournament. One of those hurt by the spray of bullets, Kwame El Amin, was shot in the neck. He died Thursday night. Over the weekend, bike clubs worked to raise money to help the 42-year-old's family with funeral expenses. El Amin's family also set up a GoFundMe page, and so far they've raised more than $8,000. Police have not made any arrests in the case yet, and while officers are working to find new leads, the community will be meeting to discuss the case. During the meeting this afternoon here at the Dunbar Community Center, basketball players, referees, and many people in the community are expected to show up to discuss and find solutions, again, to whether those basketball games should continue to be played at Douglas Park. Live in Lexington, Mark Barber, WKYT.
All right, thanks so much, Mark. A state trooper killed in the line of duty has been laid to rest. Hundreds of people from across the country came to Anderson County to say goodbye to Trooper CHRISMAN. The 23-year-old died in a crash last week while responding to a call near the Marshall-Livingston County line. CHRISMAN graduated from the police academy just 6 months ago. Police from as far away as California made the trip to Lawrenceburg to offer up one last salute.
This young man, he dedicated his life at a very young age. He was only 23 years old to come and serve and wear the uniform. And I'm humbled to have been able to say we had somebody like that in our agency.
The class of troopers who graduated with CHRISMAN in January stood watch at his graveside as the State Police Honor Guard gave his parents the flag they had covered his coffin.
New this morning, a woman is in the hospital and recovering from a car crash. State troopers say the accident happened yesterday on Kentucky 36 in Bath County. Troopers say 20-year-old Lindsay Spence of Mount Sterling was traveling north when she missed a curve, crossed the center line, and hit another vehicle. Spence was taken to a nearby hospital and then on to UK hospital. Her condition is not known to us at this time. A man is dead and a public official in the hospital this morning after a crash in Perry County. The crash happened about 7:15 last evening on Combs Road. Police believe one of the cars crossed the center line and hit the other car head on. One of the drivers died. His passenger went to the hospital. The driver of the other car, Perry County District Court Judge Leanne Stevens, was taken to the hospital and she is expected to be okay.
Well, prisons are meant to keep people in, but some inmates at a minimum security prison in Lexington have been getting out. According to data obtained by WKYT, over the past 5 years, an average of 5 inmates escaped from Blackburn Correctional Complex in Lexington each year. 5 inmates have already escaped this year. A former employee with the U.S. Prison Service tells us he thinks that he thinks the escapes are tied to the warden's decision to give inmates an extra hour in the yard each night. The warden pushed the inmate head count back from 8 to 9 p.m. in 2013. 12 of the 18 escapes since then were reported after 8 o'clock at night. And in 4 of the escapes this year, the Department of Corrections reported that the inmates walked away between 9 and 10 at night.
Impossible. Impossible. There's no way that could happen. That's when they discover them missing. And that's what they're not telling the public.
Just wanted to give them an extra, especially this time of year when it doesn't start getting dark until around 9 p.m.
The prison warden says he does not think adding another inmate count before 9 or putting up fences is necessary because it's a minimum security prison. But the officer who worked there for more than 5 years says it's too easy for inmates to walk off.
Family members and police officers are asking for the community's help in solving a Madison County double murder. The bodies of Karen Rollins Simpson and her boyfriend Avery Evans were found inside their home a year ago on Valley Street in Richmond. To this day, officers have not arrested anyone for their murders. Neighbors tell us they think a reward will get more people talking.
It's possible. There are some people that probably know something that want to talk for $5,000, you know. That's what the idea of the reward is, going to speak up. It's an incentive.
Richmond police are offering a $5,000 reward to anyone who is able to lead them to an arrest and conviction.
School administrators in Kentucky are getting ready for a new dropout law that goes into effect tomorrow. The dropout age has been raised from 16 to 18. That means some students who legally left school will now have to go back. The state legislature passed a school law in 2013 giving districts the option to raise the age. Once 55% of districts agreed, it meant all districts had to adopt the policy. All but 7 public school districts will have the new policy this fall. The rest will begin with the 2017-2018 school year.
All right, won't be long till we'll be talking about back to school, you know.
Yeah, it's hard to think that it's almost July.
Telling you, rolling into it tomorrow. And it's good to have you along. 5:09 on WKYT this morning. We're just getting started with all the latest. We have a lot more to tell you about today.
And we're looking at rounds of showers and thunderstorms later on today. Not so much this morning. Things are pretty good. But this afternoon, here comes that potential severe weather threat. And I'll have that coming up next.